Hello, hello. Welcome to Bunny Love 444. How does it go? What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? Hello, soul family. Hello, dear ones. Hello, newcomers. Yes, tonight is very interesting because tonight is the 7/7 portal. So let me get on here so that I can see what's going down. And I can be able to answer questions. Yes. All right. Let's see, get that going right there so I can watch the live. All right. So we all know that tonight is the 7/7 portal, which Cyrus is the spiritual sun, and we are on the physical plane. So when it comes to a little brief information when it comes to Cyrus and how important this 7/7 portal is for people who are awakening, it's something that a lot of you don't understand on a spiritual level, but we're going to light the throat chakra because this is going to be direct communication on how Cyrus plays a big part for the 7/7 portal. Again, this is energy activation, so a lot of you could be awakening to the 7/7 portal, and that is because it is an energetic activation. Okay. We all know that, well, most of us know that Cyrus is the Canis Majoris, or known as the dog star, right? And the dog star is pretty much, the dog star is the dog to the hunter Orion, okay? And it plays a significant part when it comes, because the ancient Romans placed it in the constellation as the Canis Major, because in Latin, Canis Major means greater dog, right? And I'm going to show you here in a second. As soon as we get some Palo Santos going here, kick it off with some protection. The fan doesn't want to get it lit up, so come on. Come on, baby, light my fire. Just going. There we go. Burn, mother. Eeyore. Anyways. So there's some for you, some for me. And then we're going to get some Mediterranean sage, because that gives us great clarity, right? It cleanses our clarity on what we need to know. Now, like I said, Cyrus is what you call the blue and white star, right? So let me just show you. Here's Cyrus, okay? This is Cyrus, and Cyrus is in the celestial equator of things, but being under the Canis Majoris means that the greater dog, thanks to the Romans, the greater dog is the hunter to Orion. So what it is saying is, being spiritual, being Cyrus is the spiritual sun, and we're on the physical plane, it is about being loyal to our spiritual awakening. It is being loyal to the physical plane of opening up on that physical plane of who we are. So when you look at this, let me get it, because it is 133. So let me get it here. 133. I just got to make sure that it's lined up. Hold on. It's negative 133. So yeah, when you put it in position, it is at the negative 133, which is 8.6 light years away, which it is the bright component of the binary star system of the blue and white, okay? And Cyrus, believe it or not, Cyrus is 25.4 times brighter than the sun because it is the spiritual sun. And again, it's right here, Cyrus, okay? And Cyrus is part of that celestial equator, which when you look at Cyrus, because you have Cyrus A and Cyrus B, and we just came out of the Capricorn moon, right? The thing is Cyrus B is part of the Capricorn constellation. So anybody who doesn't understand it, you know, it's very complex, but like I said, I study it because I like to know our lineage on a spiritual level. But the dog star is actually the magnitude of negative 1.46. And that's because it's the Canis Major, which the Canis Major, like I said, is Latin for the greater dog, which is the loyalty to our spiritual team when it comes to, when it comes to spiritual and physical, of awakening to be who we are, right? Hold on. There we go. Get it in there. Get it in there. Hello, hello. So that's just a little background of how important it is when it comes into your awakening. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, I'm not worried about it. The thing is you should be worried about it, because every constellation, every dwarf star, every, you know, white dwarf star or blue dwarf star or red dwarf star plays a significant part, because in America, what are our colors? Red, white, and blue, right? Well, in the constellation, the stars are red, white, and blue. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so Cyrus, yeah. So when it breaks down, this is the red, white, and then when you come up here, and this comes up to the Alcanar, it turns into the white, right? So it all plays a massive part. And not only that, but if you look at it, whoever, you know, does platforms or does readings or knows anything above and beyond that, most of the goddess that you see that are in the like tarot decks and stuff like that and in the archangels, they are named after the white dwarf stars, okay, and the blue dwarf stars. But it's very significant when it comes to how it all plays a part. And if you understand the portal light codes, which are the energies that we deal with when we come into like the 7-7 portal, the 8-8 portal, it all plays a significant part, because like Cyrus is the divine teacher, right? It is the spiritual sun. The spiritual sun is the dog of the hunter Orion. The hunter Orion is of the physical being, because Orion's belt is with the pyramid of Giza, right? His three stars for the Orion's belt, which is called the radiant circuit, which is part of our energetic vessel, right? It's right between the solar plex and the sacral chakra, and that's where everything is stored, okay, at the belt. But this is also teaching us the celestial abode of hey, this is all about the wisdom, the knowledge, the pursuit of your higher learning, your energy activation. So it all plays a part. And, hopefully someday people will understand the total outcome of it. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell so you know when I go live. Don't forget to share the videos. Come on, we've already got almost 6,000 viewers, and we need to get a lot more. Stop. She's being naughty. We don't do the growling. Okay, and it's funny because she's acting up. Hey, hold on. She just spilled my stuff. Back up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry about that. She just spilled everything. Knocked it all over my table. And like I was saying about the loyalty of the spiritual world and your activation plays a huge part in the way everything is aligned. So if you're not energetically curious on how everything plays a part, start doing your research, start doing your spiritual knowledge, okay? Well, I'm wiping this all up. Like I said, she has this tendency, if you ignore her, she'll come and take her head and flip the table because she wants attention and she knows that I go live. So anyways, there we go. I think I got it all. Silly girl. All right. So anyways, well, we're waiting for people to get on here before we do our sacred transformation. We just kind of giving you a little lowdown on Cyrus, because Cyrus is all about the 7/7 portal. It's about God coming in, and it's like the Chariot card, where he's activating you to move. He's activating you to come closer into your spirituality on the physical and the spiritual plane. So anyways, we're going to get moving forward. So what is our card for today, Father? What is our card for today? Yes, it's 25, impeccable, north, and white. Okay, and this is all about gathering your impeccable power for that intensity of like that rubber band effect. When you see the native right here, this is all about the spiritual awakening with your intuition, the competence of what you're understanding, your place of truth on a spiritual note versus a physical note. When you also see that Buddha is here with the storks, okay? So this is you and your twin. This is you and your twin. And the attention is that sacred witness of your twin should have the capabilities to understand on a spiritual level, not just following their intuition, okay? They should have that ancient regal knowledge of what is going on, okay? And this is where you are truly moving into the activation of who you are as an individual, okay? It's that place of perfection like we had in last night's reading. So it's people, hitting their breaking point when it comes to the strength to continue your flame, your passion, and being able to have that greater understanding and maintaining the power and intent on your spiritual effectiveness and bringing the events into play, which is all about the 7-7 portal. Because this represents to me that a lot of you are not awakened on a very deep level. Okay, it's indicating the level of your capabilities have not fully come into the effectiveness of where you're supposed to be. Okay, and this could be on some people's jobs for, like our Father puts us on a job or a mission to where we, on a spiritual level, are here to give messages and do things. Okay, a lot of people have hit their breaking point because they're stopped trusting and believing in their sacred counterpartner. Okay, um, so the card of the day as a child is to be able to fully awaken to who you are. It's about using your third eye and communicating. Jeez. She's messing everything up, being a goof. But anyways, when it comes to the perfection of you, it's like you have to do the healing. You have to have that inner strength. You have to be committed. And that's why the 7-7 portal is very important, of why we communicated it at the beginning, because it's about having that deep loyal connection, right? It's about being that person within you that is constantly being able to feel the targets, feel the intensity, gain the knowledge, gain the wisdom, to be able to share it, to open others up. No, don't you come over here. Okay. I was like, don't you come over here. But it's being able to maintain your spirituality in the multi dimensions as well as in the physical. No, move, go. She's gonna do it again. Hold on. Get, move, move. You're gonna be shut out. Now park it. Park it. She is being a silly, silly dog tonight. Silly dog. Okay. So, anyways, that's what you need to understand is when it comes to the intensity, um, it's almost like a rubber band, right? It's like you spring into action, you feel this intensity on an energetic level, and then some of you, it's kind of like snap, and then you just stop doing what you need to be doing on a spiritual level. Okay. But this is where you need to gather your impeccability, because your words are impeccable and they help activate energetically other people. So, what is this message making us realize? Yeah, because this is 25 too. So, this comes down to the God force, and it's being able to be disciplined of what he's telling us and what he's showing us on a spiritual level. So what does this message make us realize? What does this message make us realize? Yeah. It makes us realize that we're illuminating things. Okay. This is 37, illumination, east and yellow. So it is really that mere effect on the 7-7 portal of that energy activation to really come in to the different images of the different dimensions. Okay. And it clearly shows the different dimensions, but it's about being able to have that greater understanding. And when you look at this, you look at, there's Cyrus and Orion. Okay. Cyrus A, Cyrus B. So it's being able to reflect on that new vision that you're getting, to illuminate on a spiritual level, to come into not only the worldly changes, but the spiritual changes, because your spirit reflects the different images to be able to give the messages for the impeccable words that you speak of, right? It's that true perimeter of your consciousness. And the 7-7 portal is like, a lot of you have been laying there asleep when it comes to the spiritual world. But when I look at this card, it's like that beauty. It's like that beauty. It's like spirit is giving you that energetic activation invitation, okay? It's like, come on, wake up to the beauty of to who you are. Wake up to the beauty of who you are. Because some of you have begun the work, but a lot of you are not understanding. You think that it's just a straight, dry cut of messages and, like deja vus and everything else, but it really plays a significance. And that's why, with Cyrus being the Canis Majoris, or aka as the Romans called it in the constellation, the greater dog, it's being loyal to your spiritual journey. And that's what Father is wanting you to do, is come back into the innocence of who you are on your spiritual journey, to be abundant, to be abundant. Wow, that's a beautiful message, to realize that this is so much bigger, because the sky is not the limit. Okay, when people say the sky is the limit, no, I'm just hearing right now from the multi dimensions are coming in and saying the sky's not the limit. Okay, multi dimensions are the limit, right? Because this is where you put your work in, you put that knowledge and that wisdom in, and you get the messages to be able to build your consciousness and your subconsciousness to awaken, to begin true life of having that greater understanding and that spiritual knowledge. It falls back to you being that sacred angelic being, right? So, what do we need to work most on? What do we need to work most on, Father? What do we need to work most on? Yeah, having the strength. Okay, this is 27, strength, and north. Okay, this is being able to have the strength of, like, when people upset you or people are doing malicious things, it's about you having the strength that, on a spiritual level, things, they're the best teacher. Okay, your spiritual eliminations are the best. Okay, hold on a moment, I gotta take her out, she's freaking out. Hold on. Hold on, I'll be right there. All right, sorry about that. She had to go potty. Good morning, good morning. So, like I was saying, it's about having that inner strength, right? Because when you see this, it's like everything is piled up on you, and there's so much to learn when it comes to that spiritual awakening and that energy activation. And a lot of you get inside of your head and you start turning things around and mixing things up. So then you have to come into being able to illuminate it so that you can be the one who is like the magician, who can remember, who can manifest, who can come into their spirituality and have that greater understanding, right? So it's the need that you need to work on your strength. Okay, because a lot of you, when it comes to the 7-7 portal, when it comes to the spiritual energy awakening, a lot of you are seeing, like when it comes to the red lotus, that's saying, hey, you need to sit in solitude, you need to ground yourself, you need to heal. And when people see that, it's like, oh, that's a pretty flower. Oh, yeah. But what does it represent? That's what Father is wanting you to look into more and see the overall. And I'm going to show you again because it's the understanding of Cyrus right here plays a significant part on your on the celestial beings, right? And having that greater understanding, having that greater understanding to be able to communicate with the other side, to be able to get the messages, to be able to, have that strength in what you're doing, to know how to go on your path, to know how to get through the problems and the situations, and be able to build that strength on a spiritual and a physical level of having that understanding when you center yourself from the woundings that you have had as a child and as an adolescent into adulthood. Okay, because this is going to determine your future and the way things come at you in a life teaching way, right? It's like, how do I say it? So like the pink and red lotus here is talking about having that passion to heal that pain, to heal that hurt, to get out of the physical being of it when it comes to the impeccable of your words, because you've been isolated from the true understandings, and it's about you coming in and being able to open this up and know where God wants you to come to. A lot of you could be seeing 719. 719 is very significant. Okay, and that's broken down to you as the angelic being. Yeah, it's like, because you're letting your wounds guide you, you're letting your wounds determine and depict what you're doing. Oh, and I got a divine masculine that just came in. But it's, you're letting your wounds and your pain direct you down a path, and they want you to come into this awakening. Okay, because like I said, today is the 7-7 portal, it's the Cyrus Gate portal. Okay, and it's very significant, and that's why he wanted me to break it down to you that, in the Greek mythology, they called it the Canis Majoris. Okay, but in the Romans put this in the constellation being the dog. Okay, the star of the dog, or the loyal dog, the greater dog. It's Latin. The Canis Majority is known as the greater dog. Okay, so it's about coming into that more difficult understanding and learning than just here on the physical 3D. Okay, because I mean, it's like you create your own path, but spiritually, if you're not going to open up to what, you know the Palladians, the Lemurians, the Celestial, it, they all play a significant part. Okay, they all play a significant part, and people are just on this earth thinking that, oh yeah, this is how it goes, or this is how my path is going. But really, you got to have that strength to dive deeper by learning and seeing, because today a lot of you should feel a little different by that energy activation, because the more you're being taught, the more that you're being able to recognize the things that go along with the spirituality. A lot of you are becoming very curious, okay? And Father is saying that he's only putting, your best teachers out there to be able to explain this, so that you can reflect on that new vision of what your life is. And your life is much greater than what it is here on the 3D matrix, right? So what are they out of balance of, Father? What are they out of balance? Again, they're out of balance. You don't understand that the celestial beings are witnessing your growth. They're witnessing everything that you are going through. They're witnessing of you being taught. They're witnessing the fact that you have questions about your rarities and the things that you have found and discovered, and you're wanting to know if other humans have discovered this stuff. And you go back in and you reflect on it, and you're like, wait a minute, okay, I need to have the strength to come and ask for the person who gives the information or lets you know about the information, more questions, because there's things, yeah, you can be brought to different people who give you information and understanding about it, but if you're not taking a deeper dive into it, and you're not using your words to bring that effectiveness of the events closer to you during the energy activation, the witnesses are coming through and saying, listen, the answers, you will find the answers in this timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of who you are in this energy activation, if you come in and strengthen to illuminate the things you have questions about. So when 44 comes out, again, it's the ascended masters. Now, some of you, it says 444, okay, because this card is in the 4th position and 44. So you could be seeing 444, which 444 is actually the April portal of spiritual awakening. Okay. And so on the 7-7 portal, it's about you awakening to be able to have your questions answered and have a greater understanding. Excuse me. Somebody's trying to cut off my throat chakra. Good thing we've got the throat chakra incense going, right? Because it blocks and bans them. Yeah, because the 4-4 also tells you that you are now getting clarity to your answers, that there's more to the spiritual awakening and physical plane than you really understand. And it's going through that ancient valley, like we had the ancient Romans, they had their messages, and this goes back thousands of years of knowledge, the impeccable thoughts of our ancestors, of our ascended masters, our archangels, our spirit guides, our kindred loved ones, the multidimensional realms, right? You're all gathering power, and you're all gathering the words that are needed to make your life much easier, because people are like, well, this physical world, it's hard, and you get judged and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is when you're entering with wounds from your childhood to the adolescent into the adulthood, and you're not putting your focus on the spiritual sun, which is Cyrus, okay, or on your spiritual path, to open up to this and take responsibility for your work, for your light being that you are, for the 444. Hello. It's, you are, how do I say, you're almost like the monolith, okay? It's like it's like the ancient stones. Yeah, I'm hearing the ancient stones, and it's up to you to find these different passageways because it's like 22 in the divine guidance, right? That is all about your life grid. And so a lot of you, when it comes down to the sacred transformation, it's like you should be more into illuminating the impeccability of the divine giving you these beautiful messages, knowing that you are a chosen one to give divine messages and to be on that path and build that from the strength that you're getting with that invitation to that energy activation. So it plays a significant part when the energy activation comes in. Ooh, woofda, woofda, woofda. All right. So, what do we need more clarity on, Father? Because we know today is the 7/7 portal. We know that this all has that rubber band pull effect to the point where they're going to pull the rubber band so hard from their childhood to their adolescent to their adulthood that it affects their future. But they're going to have that intensity of that rubber band effect to where you pull that rubber band so hard it's going to snap you and then it's going to break. Okay. And it's the divine coming in and saying, listen, oh, wow. Okay, so they were giving you the spiritual enlightenment for the 7/7 portal today. Yeah, that's significant. That's significant when you can wake up. It bringing it down to the number 9 soul urge number, okay? And that's that devotion. Yes, yes, it is the countdown. So even though on this spiritual journey, it's not an easy journey, okay? And they're saying don't totally believe the words of things that are going on here in the 3D matrix. They're wanting you to spiritually awaken on the 7/7 portal and activate your energy, okay? Because again, this is showing that you have the other half of you out there somewhere that you need to pay attention to and come into that greater because there's a marking, there's something that both of you will come together on this spiritual path. And it's not stalking, it's not waiting, it's not being obsessed. It's saying, listen, there's a perimeter of your consciousness of when they're guiding you to be able to step into that sacred witness of, because look, both of these cards, this is witness and this is impeccable. This is all about the sacred witness who knows your divine path. Okay. The yin and yang, it's showing the yin and yang as well. But there's a lot more that is going on, and there's a lot more that you need to understand. And so, again, I don't know why they keep bringing me back to it, but I'll show you one more time because it's important to understand. Like your zodiac plays a significant role on your spiritual path too. Okay, so here's Cyrus. Here's Cyrus. Cyrus A. Okay, and you come over, go Cyrus A. There's Cyrus B. Cyrus B. Okay, and it's right with Orion's belt right here with the 3. Orion's belt. Okay, so where Cyrus A comes in, it comes into Orion's belt. Orion's belt is in connection with the Pyramid of Giza, which is a very sacred ancient Egyptian pyramid, right? And they're still discovering secret shafts based on the constellations, based on Cyrus, because Cyrus, when you're facing this down on the pyramid, okay, Cyrus comes into a secret chamber that nobody knew was there. So then when they go to the Cyrus B, there's another secret chamber. And the way it lines up is because Orion's belt, okay, Cyrus is Orion's loyal dog. Okay, Cyrus is called the dog star. It is brighter than the sun by 25.4 times brighter than the sun. But when it comes in, the 3 stars, which are on here, okay, and the Alkanir, the Alka, and the Alnara, okay, so them white dwarf stars are on Orion's belt. And it's all about being loyal to the spiritual world and being loyal to the physical world and being that bridge in between. But when it comes down to the sacred shafts, okay, in the Pyramid of Giza, they didn't understand when it was being shown of how significant it is on a spiritual level. Because when they found that Cyrus had a secret shaft or whatnot, the things they found in that secret shaft are back significant. I'm telling you, it's significant. But this 7/7 portal is to really open up, because like I said, when you align this with Cyrus, Cyrus is negative 1.33. That means you as the angelic being are connecting with the master teacher on the 7/7 portal to have the teachings of the different images of what is taking place, so that you can have a greater understanding as the witness, to have that stronger capability of understanding your spiritual journey. Because people go, oh well, it doesn't play a part in the zodiacs or the constellations. Okay, I'll be right back. They're calling me to go get my other thing to show you quick. Okay, hold on. Oh, scared me. Stepped on the toy and it scared me. Okay, so then they want me to show you. Let me get it here. Because the constellations play a huge part. Let me find Cyrus. Because on your spiritual level, it also plays a massive part with you, with the magnitudes. Okay, if you're a magnitude 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it plays a massive, significant role. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so there's Capricorn. All right, let's get over here to. Hold on, let me find it, because it's very significant. Okay, so so like in the dwarf stars, okay, so they want me to just give you an example here. So in the dwarf stars, when it comes to Vela is the representation of the snail, everything moving slowly. Okay, we have Norma, which is the levels, Musca, which is the flies. So each dwarf star is in correlation with each animal here on the physical 3D. Okay, the Apis is the bird of paradise, right? Okay, so let's get into this, because that's the constellation of the northern or the southern stars. Where is the one? And I'll just use mine because mine is in conjunction with Orion and Sirius, because I have Sirius A and Sirius B in Capricorn. We just got to find Cappy Doo here. Once we find Cappy Doo, you'll see. There's Orion. Let's see. Well, come on. Saw it. Where did it go? That's Leo, Gemini, Draca, Cornea, Cetus, Castaphone. Hold on. Like I said, when they call me to something and I didn't get to get it all out there, they're trying to have me find the Capricorn one so I can show you on mine. There's Libra. And these white dwarf stars all play a significant part. Aries. There's the Pleiades, Cetus, Fomalhaut. Let's see. Well, let's go to it. Okay, so the spheres. Okay, hold on. Bum, 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 bum. And it's really neat when you actually look at it, because when you find out what magnitude you are and everything, and how everything lines up with the sky tours and stuff and the constellations, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. Okay. Okay, so, and it goes back to the Greek alphabet, where you have alpha, beta, gamma, delta, zeta, eta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, sigma, omega, the planetary nebulance. Okay, so that's the winner. And there is Pisces, Pegasus. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get it here. It's like I said, it's all set up like with the cards, how they say north, east, west, and south and everything. Each one is set up differently. Because like this is the west, then you have the east, the north. Okay, so Orion is in the north, and that's got quite a few of like mid-April Taurus all the way through Gemini, Leo. But what I'm looking for is the magnitudes. The magnitudes play a direct role. So hold on, let me find. Okay, that's October, April. And the unicorn, the Monceros. Okay, there we go. Okay. So here's the Canis Majori, which is Cyrus, right? And Cyrus plays a part in the Taurus, it's the zodiac Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, along with the Pleiades, the Lemurians, and magnitude. Okay, so that's the that's the regal. Okay, hold on. Let me go. Because Orion, which is the hunter, it's the Arabic meaning of the house of twins, right? And so the boastful hunter of Orion, who has Cyrus, which is the greater dog or the loyal dog, is best known in the constellation to have the brightest stars. And that's because Orion's belt is significant to the pyramids of Giza, as well as Cyrus is the significance of your spiritual awakening. Okay. And when you're breaking it down to the way your placement is, you have to start understanding that. So like when you see the Pegasus or the wild horses, okay, that is on the meridian area of October 20th, okay? So that comes into the Scorpio, right? And that's the blood of the Gorgon Medusa. So they all place significance, and that's where people don't understand that this is more on a spiritual level, having a greater understanding to who you are when you come into the innocence of your childhood into your adolescence into your adulthood, of having that greater understanding that there is so much more to the spiritual journey than you can even imagine. Okay, so then when it comes to the celestial sphere or the equator coordinates, it's going to depend on what magnitude you are, and depending on what magnitude you are is going to tell you which ascension level that you are in on a spiritual level. Okay, so a lot of people don't understand that, but like I said, being tapped in, hello, being tapped into the ancient regal, this is how I have so much different knowledge that goes so much deeper than the surface level of the 3D, and how it partakes on our journey. And so if anybody wants more, to learn more, or to find out what magnitude you're on, to know what ascension level you're on, to show you which placement that you are on when you come into the awakening from your past lives, I'm telling you, it's powerful. It's powerful. Okay. So now that we've got that, what do they need more clarity on, Father? What do they need more clarity on? Because the witness is coming through. Yeah. So you have the gathering. Okay. This is 26 gathering north and white. Okay. So this is the importance of the information that you are gathering on a spiritual level. Okay. Beautiful. Yes. I will definitely teach you everything that I know about it to show you what magnitude you're on and where your placement is on your ascension level, and how you ascend, to them greater levels of that understanding. But this is about gathering that wisdom and that knowledge, okay? And as you see, she's taking the gourd and she's gathering information from the multidimensional realms. Okay, so a lot of people, that's where they misinterpret of who I am or what I do, because this is the fulcrum of the scale of your balance. And this is finding on a spiritual level with the 7-7 portal. This is being deeply rooted and grounded on a much deeper level than of just saying, okay, yeah, I am spiritual and I can use my intuition and I get downloads and everything else. Oh, it goes much greater than that. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful experience. Excuse me. It's a beautiful experience when you're equipped with so much more of what your ancestors have given you. And when you have this knowledge, people are like, well, how did you know that? Well, I don't need to Google it because they already gave me the downloads. And that's why I can show you by the information that I have is being able to gather that information and be able to ask questions and find out, where's the consideration of the importance of this and how does this play a significant part, in my life, and how does it represent? Because the thing is when you align everything from your magnitude to know your ascension levels, people can say, well, I'm at an ascension level, yada, yada, yada. Well, a lot of them don't know what they're talking about because they've only heard other people say this or say that. But I can dig in and show you exactly where you are and what celestial being you come from the celestial equator, the way your placement is in there and everything else. And this is about having that infinite, consciousness of the information that they give me to be able to bring people into their full awakening and understand their full awakening, to be able to have the strength to have that understanding. Okay. And when you can illuminate this for them, it will show a reasoning for all of your pain. It's not just on a surface level. This is on a soul level. This is on a past life level. It is showing you all this pain that you have gone through is because that gathering of the information of the placements of your white dwarf stars and the way that you were placed in the constellation, your exact magnitude and longitude of where you're in that placement, it plays a significant part. Okay, it tells you what family that you originated from. Okay, which a lot of people, when I say which family you originated from, they're going, well, what do you mean? It's like, I'm not talking the 3D. I'm talking your past life. I'm talking your spiritual life of the innocence of who you are, to understand and give you that spiritual knowledge of, hey, they will show me the exact numbers. They will show me the exact alignment because each magnitude has a different frequency of the healing hertz. Okay. So what I'm talking about on that is when they're saying give you more clarity on gathering that information. Okay. So you're wondering why certain people are attracted to you or why certain people feel so comfortable talking to you. Okay. Depending on your magnitude is going to put you in that placement because it all comes back to your spiritual knowing. It's that deeper knowing of, hey, this is my placement. This is where I was positioned. This is why this, and this happens. Yummy. I'll be there in like 2.5 seconds. But it's being able to know that it is much deeper. And so the 7-7 portal with that energetic awakening brings you back from that childhood to the adolescent to the adult to understand and witness your future on how it's going to change significantly by the things that because you're gathering all this information and you're seeing the reason why you endured all this pain, all these wounds, all these losses. Okay, and it all falls back to your past lives of what took place in your past life. Okay, because some of the soul contracts were not finished. Okay, so you come into this dimension and you have best friends whose lives are taken, you have family members that you are very close to that are taken, and people have to start going and they go into that next dimension. The thing is because them contracts that you have, it's them taking responsibility of their spiritual work and they have completed their contract. That's why they have crossed over into a new dimension. Physically, yes, their rented body is no longer here on the physical plane, but on a spiritual level, they have become much stronger where they are now. Okay. And they're also saying that with Cyrus, they have discovered with Cyrus that there is like water, like earth. Okay. but they don't know. They haven't been able to discover, is it livable? Is it livable? That's a question that they're not going to get answered no matter how much NASA taps into it. They're not going to get that information unless the ancestors want them to know. Okay. And that's why it has taken them, I think they said it has taken them over 150 to 205 years to discover these new shafts that are in the Pyramid of Giza. It's because they were not putting all the pieces together. See, they think that, and I can't give his name out because there's so much spiritual connection to him that he says, no, no, don't tell my secrets, because his representation speaks massively on a spiritual level. Okay. And he says, I can't tell it because even the people in the 3D here have not figured out the depictions of everything that he co-created and he left before he left this dimension. So I got to put a seal on that one, I guess. But anyway, so what is the powerful lesson here? What is the powerful lesson when it comes to the 7/7 portal and how significant it is to illuminating? Yeah, it's very significant because this is number 11, truth, south, and red. Okay, so this is about your past lives. This is about staying grounded. This is about seeking the truth. This is about your divine path. This is about your spiritual awakening. Okay, because the 7/7 portal, people are like, oh, the portals are bad and yada, yada, yada. Okay, you don't know spirituality then. You don't know on the higher levels of it, because portals are not bad. Okay, portals are a good thing when you follow our Father, because he is showing you the truth. He is showing you that connection with the different dimensions. Okay, and everybody wants to, on a 3D plane, base it as the portals are some gateway to hell and yada yada. No, they're not. They are special activations that are taking place because the 7/7 portal and the 8/8 portal are in conjunction together. Okay, and that is Cyrus, the Palladians, and the Lemurians, how they come together and play a significant part when it comes to Cyrus A and Cyrus B. Okay, so it's about knowing the truth. It's about understanding that all of this has a significant role. And you think you can go on and just be able to try to connect the dots, and they're like, it depends on your magnitude and your ascension level. And it's going to tell you, depending on where you are, if you're a descendant or if you're ascendant. Okay, whether you're in the past life or whether you're in the future. Okay, because the thing is when you know the truth, you can be shown things and know things before the events even happen. And that's what I love about my journey, because I can let you know the things that are going to happen before they happen. And then when they do happen, people are just like, no way, no way. Yeah, it's because of that divine connection. It's about being in that truth. It's about having that strength to put all your focus on your spiritual journey. Okay. So, this energetic activation that is taking place today is for people to come and activate when you have 44, and this is in the fourth position of the fourth card, so 444. This is about some of you coming into that spiritual awakening, because they say, oh, well, I'm spiritual and I have these understandings. But the question comes out with the beautiful, impeccable thoughts. Do you really have the deep knowing? Do you have the deep knowing? Because Father is coming in and saying, listen, this is the first time that he has allowed somebody to speak the truth when it comes in on how everything is playing that significant part, where it comes to the ascension, the descension, the transcends, the magnitudes, the longitude, latitude, all of the positionings and how they correlate of your spiritual journey. Okay, so when somebody says, "Oh, I'm not into the constellations," well, then you are denying part of your spiritual journey. When you say, "Oh, I'm not into all of the cosmics and the understandings of how they all play a part," because the thing is like Saturn, okay? So Saturn is all about the helium and the hydroxide, right? Okay. So what is that? That is an uplifter to be able to be a healer, right? And Saturn has the ring on it to cut, and it's got the multiple different rings. It's got the inner and outer ring, which is to be able to see full circle on the spiritual level of how it plays a role in your life. But people don't want to see the truth. They don't want that realization of that true divine connection. They want to be able to just, oh, I get messages and I can say this and I can say that. The thing is when it comes to that solitude and that gain and that strength, the more that the more that you are being shown how to put the pieces together. Because like with me, um, all nine of my psychic senses are completely opened, and it's like a lot of people get freaked out and they aren't strong enough to understand that I can take an item from something that goes back 100 and some years, and I can put my hands on it, and I can tell you what took place. I can describe of the people that I'm seeing, of everything that took place with that item, you know. Yes, astrology is a big part, and it's not just the astrology, it's the positioning, of the different planets and how everything aligns and how it crisscrosses, because people want to know, well, why am I a leader? Why am I independent? Why am I this? Why am I that? Well, when you look into the Capricorn constellation, the Capricorn has alpha, omega, gamma, beta, theta, and can't remember the other one, but let me show you. Right here in the Capricorn, okay? So the way it all lines up when you have, yeah, and the Capricorn report or the zodiac reports and everything, yes, that's great, but it goes much deeper than that, okay? Because they don't want you to get too far into it to have that deeper look. But when you're connected on an ancient regal soulful knowing of where Father has placed you for your spiritual awakening, you're going to be one of the best teachers, because they will give you insights to the things that NASA and all of them haven't even discovered yet. Just like when they had given me the number to a brand new star that was born, okay, and it was JO1906, okay, and NASA hadn't even discovered that yet. And I said, listen, it's a baby white dwarf star that has been born. And they're like, no, 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 no. Well, did you know a year later, all of a sudden they came out and said that a new baby star has been found by NASA, and it was the JO1906? Yeah. So they give me that message because it's like new stars are being born every day. So when they give you them specific star numbers before NASA even knows, that's how you know you're deeply connected. Yeah, you learn a lot on that. The thing that you have to, be careful on that, sweetheart, is it coming from NASA, or is it coming from a high tech astrologer? Because if it's coming from just an average person, you got to be careful, because some will kind of divert you, you know. Um, and I'm not trying to rain on anything. I'm just letting you know that Father is saying, make sure that it's from an astrologer, or make sure that it's from NASA to confirm. But when they show me all of these things, like I said, a year later, I was sitting out there and my oldest son said, "Hey, look, they found a new dwarf star." And before I said, "Don't even tell me," I said, "Before you tell me the number of the star," I told him the JO1906, right? He's like, "How did you know that?" I said, "Because they told me a year ago. They told me a year ago that this star was going to be born and that they were going to discover it because this star plays a significant part for Jesus's return." Mm, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, as long as it's an astrologer, sweetheart, because that way you're getting the correct information. But it was crazy because when I had gotten that information a year prior to NASA discovering that, and Father saying that that JO dash 1906 means something to Jesus's return, Jesus was on the other side, right? Okay. So just pay attention to what I just told you because it's a portal. Okay, he's saying don't go into depths about it. Okay, so just know that that's the deep connection that I have, and a lot of people misunderstand me. A lot of people, you know, take me for granted when it comes to this. But the thing is I speak my truth because I get the truth from our Father and for the higher realms of that collaboration. And so as them as my witnesses to that deep guidance to know more things, because they even back in May, on May 18th, they said May 18th through October 13th there was going to be massive shifts, right? And the thing is nobody heard nothing about it until I brought something up about it to let them know what states the sinkholes and the mudslides, okay? And they played a very significant role. Now, the thing is, when it comes to it, so Father said for the last 20 years, New York has been sinking 2 to 6 millimeters per year. And in that time frame, they've already sunk 20 feet. But there's something significant coming up. And after being able to put that out there and tell one of my friends, all of a sudden, boom, it started showing up in the news. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So they show me things that come for the future. Okay. So when people say, "Oh, you can predict the future," I don't predict the future. I only go by what Father and the multi dimensions tell me. Yes. Yes. And that's why you're seeing the western states dealing with the red Mormon crickets right now because they took the Bible out of the schools trying to project that it was a pornography, it was not right for children and everything else. And the signs from Father, just like he infected, you know, everybody in the Bible in Exodus chapter 11, when he infected all with the locusts, all the plants and crops and animals and everything will be destroyed by these bugs, right? Well, these crickets, because they took out the Bible on the education of who our Father is on a spiritual level, he showed them because these crickets came out of nowhere. They're using snow plows to try to get these crickets. And Father says, that ain't the worst of it yet. Wait, watch and see. Watch and see. So, all people who do not believe, just know that the only ones that were affected were the ones who voted to take the Bibles out of the school because of they were pornography. They classified it as pornography for the children, but there is no pictures like that in the Bible. Okay. The Bible is educational about our Father and the journey that he walked and what took place when he was walking his journey and his disciples. The thing is these people who took it out and made that decision to go against our Father. Oh, yeah. He's not done yet. He's not done yet. And he point blankly said it. They think it's bad of having to use the plows because there are so many of these crickets that it's not going to stop. He's going to show them one right after another that he is in control, that he has the power, and that instead of taking the Bible out, they should be reading that Bible to see what he's capable of. And they should fear the fact that our Father is the most powerful. Yes, absolutely. See, our Father is not playing around. So, Father, what is the fear today that is stopping the transformation and the healing? What is the fear that is stopping the transformation and the healing? What is the fear? And I just heard him say, it should be the fear of God. It should be the fear of God. But yeah, the fear is they don't fear. I mean, they fear for their transformation and their healing. They fear that their dreams are not going to come true, that they're putting all this work in and they're not seeing any results. And so this is 16 Dream into the West. This is about surrendering that and letting it go to Father, because he's saying, you know, on a spiritual level, you will go through a lot of trials and tribulations. You will go through a lot of transformation. And when he's showing me the red butterfly, okay, he's saying you just need to stay deeply rooted and grounded because you will come through everything. Okay, so it was speaking to you. Oh, wow. That's beautiful, sister. That is an energetic awakening trying to give you a message. He was trying to give you a message of what was taking place. Yes. Yes, he's trying to give you a message about people need to come from the heart and they need to have that clear understanding because it's about nurturing. It's about being able to come into the trueness of the oneness have that greater understanding. And so when you hear it clicking at you, it means it's directly speaking to you on a spiritual level, trying to show you that we've got to activate more people on this energetic activation to step into who they are. I'm telling you, he has an amazing way of showing things. And so when I hear that stuff, it gives me goosebumps because it's confirmation of what he was telling me, right? It's confirmation of the things he was telling me and showing me of what's taking place. Because when you see the green is all about the fourth chakra. It's about opening up with that unconditional love and to be able to nurture and understand that we all play a significant role and a significant part in this journey, right? And so it's giving you, I don't know how many times it clicked for you, but if it did 4 clicks, that's about that stability, right? I've been dreaming about mm, telling that she did it. What was there anything else in the dream, sweetheart? Luana, do you remember how many times they clicked at you? Because that's significant. Okay, Misty, you can't remember? Okay. Yeah, and that's why it's very vital to be able to write down the time that you woke up and write down the significant parts of your dream that you do remember, because they that is our Father giving you certain messages of stuff that is going to be taking place, and stuff that has already taken place that is very significant. So it's very, very important. That's why I always have a notebook, and the clock right there. So when I wake up, the time is very significant that you wake up, and, the dream that you have, to be able to jot it down, because it all has a significant meaning. Okay. And a lot of people think that certain things have, you know, um, like they try to use the logical meaning, and he's wanting me to tell you with the analogy. So, like, if you're dreaming of alligators, that denotes that somebody in your family, health wise, is going to become very sick. Okay. They're going to become very deadly sick. Yes, yes. And see, and that is the beautiful part, because when you're getting the messages ahead of time, you need to be able to jot these things down, because a lot of people, overlook it, or a lot of people don't find a relevance of why this is coming to you. But again, it goes back to your magnitude, where your descension level is or your ascension level is. um it all plays a huge part. And so putting them puzzle pieces together, we need to be able to pay more attention to these off messages that we are getting. It also depicts things that are going on to prepare you within your family dynamic or your friend dynamic of what's going to take place, so that you can be prepared before it happens, so that it's not a shock to you. But yeah, when they're saying that people, the biggest fear is that people are not transforming and healing because they feel that their dreams are not going to come through. Okay. So when it's showing you that, it's because it's not in the dirt, sweetheart, because this is from a past, one of your past lives. Okay. And so when you see it on paper, that is telling you that is from your past life. So it plays something significant to this life. So it's something that they're wanting you to realize, something that they're wanting you to see. And if I had more of the information, I would be able to depict it for you and ask Father, what are you strictly talking about? But he's saying that it's something to do with your past lives, and it's jumping the timelines. Okay, it's jumping timelines. That's why it's not in the dirt, because it's something that is not taking place as of right now. The seeds are not planted right now. This is something in your past life that is trying to talk to you about or tell you about. And that's good. Yes, Misty. Write it down. Make sure you write the time down too. The time is very significant when it comes to it, because that can give you, the latitude and longitude, or certain degrees, or certain angel numbers, with the numerology or angelology. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that is a significant part of looking in on what they represent, okay? Because a lot of people don't understand that your dreams are the masterpiece puzzles to your past and to your present moment life. Okay. And that's a conscious and subconscious knowing of what's going on. And it is something that's going to take place in this time frame. That's why you're dreaming about it. It's something that's going to take place in this time frame. But when you have recollection of how it transformed before in your past life, and you put them puzzle pieces, that will give you the direct answer to the situation to know how to avoid any danger or anything that's coming up. Okay, so there's something about the new beginning that's coming up. Yes. So there's something that is going to be coming up from what you have shown me so far. There's something that's going to be coming up, that there's going to be a new beginning. But in order for that new beginning, there's something that has jumped timelines for you to understand of how to transform that, so that that new beginning comes to you. Because in your past life, this particular thing has surpassed you many times because of not being able to collect the resources and gather, where to go, to gather all the information energetically, spiritually, and physically, to have that greater understanding. And he told me to turn the card like this, because when you look at it, doesn't it look like the representation of an eagle, of seeing things from a different perspective, how he's looking at you? Yeah. And he says when you turn it like this, it's like Father laying on his side watching you on an energetic level. So yeah, there's something significant that's coming up for a new beginning, that has jumped from past lives into this life, okay? So there's something very significant. Confirmation. Confirmation, confirmation. And I absolutely love the necklaces that were bought for me, because it has the constellation, it's got Capricorn written out, and it's got the stars of Cyrus. Absolutely. It'll all unfold in increments, sweetheart. Just make sure that you're keeping notes, because the thing is when you keep notes, you can put the puzzle pieces together faster before the opportunity is missed or before it's overlooked. So, and that's what I always do. I've got over 40 some notebooks right now, that I've been doing this since a little grasshopper, the little grasshopper that I am. But I've been doing this for a long time, of putting the puzzle pieces together. And my friend, when she was around, she was like, "Why do you have this different information written all over your papers?" It's because it's downloads that I get, and I have to put them pieces together, because they will show me certain things. Yes, absolutely, because it's that fiery passion of protection. Yes. And to burn away all the things that no longer serve you, because he is protecting you. He has that passion to protect you, and that unconditional love. I'm telling you, there's, yes. Yes, because that's the passion to protect you. The passion of Christ, it's that passion of Christ to protect you in every way, shape, or form. And not only that, but it's telling you, because a lot of people, oh, he says don't say no. Okay. So on that, I can't tell you right now because the thing is well, sister, I will help you figure out before it smacks you in the face, okay? Because to me, this is what I love about being able to take them light codes and the messages and them dream interpretations and the numbers for the numerology, the angelology, and the ascended masters of what they're all conveying to be able to bring it forth. And I love being able to sit down and do that because everybody is like, you know, they look at me and they're like, well, you don't look like you're going through this situation. You don't look like you're homeless. You don't look like this. You don't look like that. Okay, well, the thing is I'm focused on the truth of my spiritual journey. I'm not focused on the sacrifices that Father wanted me to make and show my dedication and my devotion. See, and that's where it comes back to having that greater understanding that your spirit reflects the differences of your great understanding of why things happen for a reason, and why you illuminate them but have that greater understanding that it's the flame within us, it's that passion of our Father in us that keeps us going to bring the events together and have a greater understanding on our journey. On our journey. I'm telling you, there's so much more to the spiritual journey than people can even imagine, you know? And I'm not saying that I know everything about it. I just know that I'm a very, very high ranking ancient regal um angelic being because of the stuff that he gives me the information on, and to be able to know that when he told me about that white dwarf star that was being born and it was the portal of Jesus's return. I'm telling you, once a year later, the NASA brought it out about they discovered the new star, the new white dwarf star. And it's just like, thank you, Father. Thank you. Because he will give me, and some people, he'll give a day or two before it happens or whatnot, but mine are for the future. Mine are the future because being in the present here and now, he shows me, and that significant star plays a part in Jesus's returning because Jesus is on the other side and he's returning back. Okay. And so that number signifies him as the angelic being of true unconditional love is coming back and to show his presence. Okay. And that's the purity and the unity of who he is. And that's why he showed me that. So I'm telling you, it's beautiful. Yes, sister, it is awesome and I love it. And that's why I say a lot of people misunderstand me until they start to get to know me and figure out that there's a lot of information that our Father has shared and created, that sharing with me to be on this certain level and have this greater understanding. And so, like I said, I'm going to keep doing my sacred journey and ascending more and more because the more he allows me to put out, the more and more people are going to understand. It's not just coming into a spirituality, sitting down and meditating and talking with our Father. It is a much greater perspective that he wants people to see. And that's why when he brings up the portal, okay, so the beautiful thing is being an artist, being able to paint and draw and, do all these crafty things that he has gifted me with. There's the thing which is called he sits with me and he does the portal presence. Okay. And the portal presence is where I literally have my eyes closed on a big 10 by 13 sheet of paper, and Father shows me the presence, the portal presence of who is overseeing that portal presence and what it represents. And I draw it out with my eyes closed by following his guidance. And when you open it up, you would be amazed by some of the drawings that came out and who they represent. Yes, okay, so you woke up in 2019? Yes. So that's when God was saying, "Hey, listen, it's time for you to trust and believe in your angelic self." Because 2019 is very significant depending on which month that you opened up on. I can be able to tell you on your journey. But yes, when you can close your eyes and have Father guide you on the portal presence to draw this out, and then when you open your eyes and you see that it is a divine goddess on that portal presence of who Father brought you out. Like I said, I have 40 notebooks that this has been going on since I was little, where everybody would be drawing like what they called the boogeyman or whatever else. I can show you these drawings and they are angelic beings. I'm talking from the Palladians, the Lemurians, the celestial team. um it goes back. It goes all the way back to Mount Shasta, you know before Mount Shasta was put underwater. Okay, flooded out, the city was flooded out. Thank you so much, sister. I greatly appreciate you for appreciating me and being able to put this out there because, like I said, I have done this in the community, but for the last 3 years, I've been slowly, putting it out here because Father says put it out here. It would have been a lot more predominant, but like I said, going through everything that I was going through, and then experiencing the two deaths and being able to draw out everything that was shown to me, being able to speak to crossed over loved ones where they come up and they hug me. I mean, it's real. It's real. And Father is saying that he needs the truth out there. He needs his light to be shining out there to let people know that this is not a hoax. This is not a joke. Yeah, see, and that's the thing because a lot of people have to understand that no matter where you go, any day, every day, before you enter your own home, just stop for that brief moment, close your eyes, and say, Archangel Michael, please remove any lower energies immediately so that he can remove any lower energies that you may have come in contamination with, while you were out in public. You do not want to bring them into the safety of your home. That's why he also had me do the guidance of putting the stones at the corners of your house, and the representation of the colors, because of the fact that is a healing, that is protecting. He wants to protect, just like he did um in the Bible, where in Exodus, I think it's chapter 28, where he talks about the Passover. Okay, so he was saying that he told Moses and Aaron to make sure that you put a blood X on your patio step, right? Because then he knew that that's his people and he knew not to do anything to that home, right? So it's real when I say that when I gave you the stones to be able to put out there and just use them as decoration, for people who don't understand it, it is real. And that fifth one that you bring into the house is that green one, which represents Father from the heart, and just put it like in any plant in the house or whatever, or have it on a windowsill, or wherever you want, but as long as it's in the house, because of heart the heart of our Father is in the house with you. And yes, absolutely. Awesome, Misty. Yes, because that is great protection. And you will notice that you will start sleeping better, that your energy will change, that negative energy will not attach to you. because the fact is you're protecting and healing yourself and stopping them negative energies from entering and being able to become stronger, because a lot of people, when they have an energy that is attached to them, either they feed into it by more fear, or they feed into it. Great, that's amazing. Yes, because it will take care of that insomnia. It will take care of them racing thoughts. And you'll notice you'll start building your energy up more because it's a healing component of protection. Okay, so there's many things that I can teach you on how to protect, and that's why all the negative things that people do or the energies try to do, why they don't affect me is because I know how to protect myself very well, because I've been taught by the greatest teacher of all, and that's our Father. So everything that I can teach you on the sacred transformation into the sacred relationship, into your sacred task of what you are meant to be doing and how it plays a significant part, is very vital to be in your best version and your higher self, to know that that connection is real, that this isn't a joke. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, put a couple rocks around my house, that's going to protect me. Yeah, it does. Spiritually, it does. It's a healing component and it protects you, because Father is the north. Okay, that past life is the south. You surrender it all to Father, and He gives you a brand new day every day. So the thing is it's like all of these things play a significant part. Now, if you want to block, you know, um, like negative energy, you notice on our channel here that we don't have, you see other readers that are having problems with bot people, or all these fake accounts and stuff coming on and terrorizing them. You notice we don't have that here, because Father is very protective over our soul family. Father is very protective, and me being able to protect my soul family plays a huge part. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. You call on our Father and they all run like bat crazy. But the thing is we don't have that here on this channel. And that's because, being from the ancient regal angelic being that I am, and where my positioning is, we don't have that. And it won't come on here. It won't be here. It's not allowed, because Father will silence them in a heartbeat. Father will not even let them come in with their remote lower energies. Okay. I'm very highly protected, and I am a very highly protective person on that spiritual level, to make sure that my soul family is protected. When Father calls me out to protect certain people, and he calls me to a certain person and I go on there, all them other negative energies right away, they put up their negative antennas, and they're like, oh, this person's negative, oh, this person's blah 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 blah, when in fact they're covering their negatory self as the positive person coming in, knowing that it's going to put a stop to what they're doing to this soulful being that I'm supposed to protect. Yes, absolutely. You are very protected with me. You are very protected. And I will make sure that each person that comes into our soul family, they will be protected, and they will feel that different shift. Because, like I said, if you go to others and you see they're always complaining about these negative energies, these bots, these people that are doing this and doing that and everything to them. No, it's rebuked and banished here. It does not happen. It will not happen. Father will not allow the evildoers and the wrongful doers to come on here, and he will silence them. He will silence them in a heartbeat, because every time that they have a motive or an agenda, I talk to Father, and guess what? He rebukes and banishes them from all of you, so that you are protected as well, so that you can truly focus on your spiritual journey, so you can focus on the physical plane. It's about truly being able to stand in your power, to be able to sleep better, to be able to get the messages, because Father says, listen, sometimes during the day you are so wrapped up in busyness that you don't have time for him. And so sometimes he tells you subconsciously, he will wake you up because he's trying to communicate with you. And that's why it's important to be able to write down, because you have to differentiate, is it coming from Father, or is it coming from your multi-dimension team that is trying to help you to ascend and evolve to a higher level. Thank you, sweetheart. I greatly appreciate you all. I greatly appreciate you, Misty. And that's beautiful that it's helping each and every one of you, because that is my work with Father, is to make sure that I am uplifting and protecting and getting his children who trust and believe to be able to be in position for his return, because I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. And every time that I start talking about it, he always brings that tear that starts coming down the right eye, because he knows that I know that it's real. And when he returns, he says, yeah, they're not going to know if I'm here or if I'm not here, because the unbelievers, he's saying, it's going to be something significant to where they're going to know that there's only one person who could do that amazing gift. Well, and the thing is even if you can't relate with a lot of people, it's okay, because you're relating with yourself. You're opening up your spiritual gifts. You're digging deeper into your sacred transformation to have a better knowledge of everything that's going on. So when Father comes in and he says, listen, I said, hey, follow me. You are already following him. So when he comes back and he says, okay, I want you to do this, this, and this, you're already going to have the knowledge. You're already going to have the understanding, because he's having me teach you this. He's having, me be able to put it out there. And a lot of people that have been coming across the videos, they're like, this doesn't pertain to me. Well, if they shut the door on it, yeah, Father's not gonna, if they're on a spiritual level and they shut the door on it, Father's not going to enlighten them of what their mission is when he comes in, because he has the 12 tribes of the 12,000 that equal the 144,000. And you need to know exactly your placement, because you have different directions and different things that he is going to put upon you that you will do to show that you will sacrifice anything and everything for Father. So a lot of people just think, oh yeah, well, I'm spiritually awakened and I have a gift to do this and I have a gift to do that. Your gift is much greater, and it's not just about, coming on here and being on YouTube or other platforms. Okay, when Father gives you a specific message or a specific dream, you have to interlink that. That is your job. That is you gathering that spiritual knowledge that he is giving you, preparing you, giving you the foresight, getting you ready for what is about to come, so you will know exactly where to go. You know exactly what to do. Yes. Yes. I love it, Misty. Yes. Because the thing is it doesn't matter. And it's funny that she says that. Where is it? Look, Misty, hot or cold, he's telling you. So it's them impeccable thoughts of gathering that information from our Father. I'm telling you, he works amazingly. He works amazingly. All right, let's. Yeah, I'm telling you, the synchronicities are real, and so is the knowledge. Look, the knowledge card came out with the smoky quartz. Okay, this is about protecting. This is about protection. Okay, this is about the unconditional love and protecting that knowledge that he is giving, to be able to give it to the ones who are ready to ascend, the ones who are ready to evolve, the ones who walk with the impeccable thoughts of our Father, right? Who speak the impeccable words of our Father, who can collect and have that discipline to know that there is something much greater on this journey. Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? Woo, it shot over here. Oh, yeah. Confirmation, cleanse, and transition. So this is the spiritual enlightenment. So a lot of you could be seeing 933, and this is Father saying, look, it's time to cleanse for your transition. The master teacher is giving you the knowledge. The master teacher is helping you gather your information, okay? And so this is Shug Night and Lapid Light, okay? And it's about going through these cycles of great understanding so that you can be in perfect position when our Father returns and he brings all the tribes together with the 12,000 in each tribe. Okay. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Look, giving you the clarity. Okay. So you could be seeing 9-9, and that's endings and beginnings. That's you getting the clarity. And the Herkimer diamond, like I said, I have this Herkimer diamond for my twin flame when he comes in. And this Herkimer diamond is about the clarity from our Father. Yes, 999 and 666, that's endings and beginnings. But the Herkimer diamond is all about the clear channeling of my twin will have that clear understanding when once he holds that Herkimer diamond that came from Father, he's going to have a clear understanding, and spiritually, because he's awoken, he is going to have the clarity on a much deeper level also. Yes. And 666 is pay close attention, okay? 666 is all about paying close attention to everything that is going on so that you can have that greater understanding. Sorry. Drink, drink, drink. Because there's always going to be distractions. 666 is, like I said a couple of videos ago, people think 666 is the representation of the belly of the beast, but no, it's Father on the angels coming in and the ascended master saying, pay attention, because there's so many people that are going to try to distract you from what you are supposed to be doing. Yummy. Yummy eats. Yummy eats. All right. What does the goddess have to come in and say? Kuan Yin. Yep. That's that beautiful Kuan Yin coming in with the massive crown of knowledge and giving you that enlightenment about hold that compassion, be deeply rooted and grounded. Okay. And this is coming from that ancient wisdom and knowledge, that ancient regal wisdom that you have a greater understanding to. Okay. What else do we need to know? Yeah. Because, oh, wait. She's showing me too. Look, 3-3. That's the Kuan Yin is coming in and also saying about being the master teacher and giving you guys the information that you need. It's passing on that ancient wisdom and knowledge so that they can open up on their energetic awakening. Yes, Skulled. Okay. Giving them future information on their divine connection. And again, we have Apodorite, which is all about that romantic love. Okay, so I'm hearing there's spiritual enlightenment to the divine path of trusting and believing that somebody is coming forward. God says that it's time that somebody's coming forward to come together with their twin because you have a greater mission. Okay, thank you, Goddess, for coming through and confirming that. Yeah, because when you see the swans, oh, okay, all right, I see what you're saying. Hold on. So they're showing the storks, the yin and the yang, that balance and duality of your twin, but it's also showing the swans, okay, mates for eternal life. And then we have Sophia coming in with that divine wisdom. Okay, this is that divine wisdom and knowledge. And so it's being passed down by the ancestors. It plays a significant part. I'm telling you. Yes, yes, yes. And Bridget, okay? This is being very abundant in that creative spark, okay? Reaping the fruits of your labor and everything. But when Bridget comes in and she's saying, "Hey, listen, your creative spark, it's because Father has gifted you on an intellectual level as a genius to have a greater understanding about the divine path and to be able to enlighten others, to get them to trust and believe not only in themselves, but of our divine Father." Mm, 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 mm. Yes, that is a divine. Okay, the green man. I'm hearing the green man. Oh, Yoki Oni. Okay, the ancient regal knowledge coming in. Okay, Yoki Oni. God is saying, listen, sit in stillness. Yoki Oni is all about being still, being strategic, very, being able to analyze the information that is being given to you. Because Lakashim is you, the divine one, getting that information that you need to have that fortune. It's like that fortune of knowledge, that fortune of being able to manifest, that fortune of blessings. Yeah, look, it's just about being abundant every step of the way and doing it out of unconditional love to help others step into their power. Because see how you're fully activated with all of your 9 psychic senses, and you're activating others as the master teacher. Activation, baby. Yeah. All right, let's see what the celestial team has to say. What does Saint Germain is coming through. Look at, it's about on the divine path being that master teacher to prepare the children, to prepare God's children to know exactly what steps they need to be taking for their new beginning. Okay? It's about being able to have that initiation of a greater understanding instead of just taking certain things and rolling it off your shoulders like, oh, it's no big deal. That has nothing to do with me. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Because see, here's the scribe. Father has written it on your journey for 4-4. Okay. Again, that's the ascended masters coming in, you being abundant and very powerful. But again, it could be 4-4-4, which is the spiritual awakening of the complete awakening, because there's different levels of awakening, right? And it's you coming in to being deeply rooted and grounded and being abundant of understanding the divine connection and how it correlates with everything on your journey. All right, Father, what else do we need to know? Yeah. Now the King of Forces is looking back saying, wow, I'm having a greater understanding now on this journey, and I'm more at peace now. I'm more at peace, and I'm now being able to listen that this person isn't out there to truly harm me. This person is giving me that ancient knowledge, being able to speak the truth and helping me realize that there's something more significant that I needed to learn. Even though I'm a very spiritual being, the thing is it's the activation of something greater within them. Yeah, Telling you, there's Archangel Gabriel coming in. Archangel Gabriel coming in. I'm telling you, this is all about the wisdom, that unconditional love, compassion, that change, that transformation, having that greater understanding. And it's about having that revelation, right? That revelation is trusting the knowledge that is revealed when you are ready to receive it. And so Father is saying, it's like you're coming through that change of really being able to trust and believe. It's like having that revelation of knowledge. Yeah. Because it's helping you clear your divine path to have that stability, to have that, security of knowing that you're here for a greater mission. So this is just confirmation because it falls right under the scribes of the 444. Yeah, look, 444. I told you, confirmation. Father is saying, so that you can have that spiritual enlightenment on your path. All right, what else do we need to know, Father? Yeah, told you. The one who is in complete balance of the light and the dark, who is completely emotionally balanced and being able to give the divine messages out, to bring that warmth and vitality to others, to show, hey, this is the divine path. This is what's happening. This is how you can truly be in. And don't you know, don't you know, look, the king and queen are out here again. So this is confirmation on your twin flame. Confirmation on your twin flame coming into play. Yeah, look, because now he's stepping into his power with the King of Keys. He is coming into a greater understanding about this journey. Woo, yeah. All right. Let's get some soul's truth. And then, am I apologizing for my truth? Heck no. Heck no. We don't apologize for who we are. We love who we are unconditionally. We will never apologize because being courageous is contagious, right? What if it isn't true? What if it isn't true? Okay? The thing is this is saying, what if it isn't true? Right now, close your eyes and put your hand on your heart. And what do you feel in your heart? Yeah. You feel that strength. You feel that truth. You feel, yeah, that's right. Never, ever, ever in our long legged life will we ever be apologetic for who we are. But this is taking that time and close your eyes and put your hand on your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to the way it beats. Yes, I feel love. I feel unconditional love. I feel strength. I feel connections. Okay. I feel the beat to my own drum. And that own drum is me and Father being able to do our mission, right? Yeah. So that says, where can I ask for more help in my life? Where can I ask for more help? The thing is that when it comes to, spiritually, um, whether it's physically, whether, whatever it is, you can come and ask me questions because I do not judge nobody. I am not perfect by any means. I'm imperfectly perfect and I love my flaws and everything about me because I love who I am. And it's like the thing is when you go and ask somebody for help, it's because you genuinely need it. Or if there's something for a message, you genuinely need that message. Or if you just need to get something off your chest, you need somebody who's going to listen with their heart, not just with their ears and be like, yeah, yeah, okay, oh yeah, oh really, yeah, did it really, no, somebody who is genuine is going to listen with their heart and help you figure out the solution, or they're going to get the divine messages to be able to help you open up to receiving what is divinely meant for you, what is guided for you, right? And it says, Am I willing? Oh, yes, I am. I am willing and ready because I follow my heart and I'm brave and I'm victorious. And, I have that self confidence, that self love, that self assurance. And I know I'm victorious. And that's the way all of you should be thinking about yourself, because when you are following your heart, you are willing. You are willing to be your true self. You are willing, knowing that it's possible to be you. Okay. Not let anybody change you the way they want to conform you, or the way that they think that you should move with courage. It's a new level of belief. You have to be willing to love yourself, to know that you are more capable and understanding Father's messages than what you have been receiving. Okay. Than what you've been receiving. Yes. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Okay. I am very clear because I go within all of my heart to make my decisions. And I know that it's impossible for me to fail, because fail means that you're finding the answers in learning. And I always ask Father, if I don't understand something, I know that I never fail because I find the answers in learning from Him. And He gives the message by following my heart's desires. Now, am I clear what my soul really wants? Yes, because I can set my boundaries and I stick to my boundaries. Um, when it comes to what your heart craves, well, everybody, their heart craves that unconditional love, but you have to unconditionally love yourself in order to have that unconditional love come to you with your twin flame. So one day it will happen. One day it will happen where your twin, pays attention to the heart, listens to the heart, like that song, listen to my heart when it's calling for you. Listen to my heart, nothing else you can do. That's right. Because you can't do anything until they learn their lessons, until they can step into their power. Yes, love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. What am I grateful for right now? I am grateful for my soul family. Okay. So now, if you close your eyes and put your hand on your heart again and think about what you are grateful for, it's this beautiful divine life. It's about being a part of the 144. It's about being grateful of having our Father, to be grateful for today, be grateful for the fact that He gives us everything. Okay, if we're hungry, He'll feed us. If we're thirsty, He'll supply us with the drink. He will make sure that we never go without. And that's just like the messages, okay? Don't be fearful. Don't be fearful. Don't be fearful when it comes to the problems. Okay, have that courage, have that strength to stand up and say, you ain't taking me down. Okay, God is the driver and I'm his ride or die, and together we fly, right? Because we know exactly what we are grateful for. We know exactly the abundance of who we are that grows inside of us, within us, every single day. By the more that we use our state of mind, the more we use our conscious mind, the more we use our subconscious mind, the way we use our universal mind. Okay, because there's three different elements of it, right? Yeah, because the thing is, like I said it before, and I'll say it again, it is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Mm. And anybody who says that they can be fearful and grateful at the same time, Father says, nah, you can't mix them emotions. You can't mix them emotions like that, because fear is an illusion. Gratefulness is that happiness, that warmth, that vitality, that bliss, that harmony in your life, knowing that He is with you every step of the way. Yeah. Let me get a drink. Ah, it's cool. It's refreshing, and the taste goes on and on. The crowd goes wild. Just kidding. Yes, and that's absolutely true. It is absolutely true, sweetheart. It is absolutely true. There is no doubt about that. It's like, without the faith of our Father and his guidance, people would not be where they're at today. They would not have the strength that they did. They would not be able to overcome. But see, the power of our Father says, listen, I see your struggles. I see your despair. I see your depression. I see your PTSD. And you know what? I'm not going to let my children suffer. I'm going to pick you up and I'm going to put you on that rock. Okay? That's right. Faith over fear. And that's why when it says it's impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time, because your faith is being grateful, knowing that Father will pick you up at all times and comfort you and protect you every step of the way. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So that is our beautiful, sacred transformation message tonight, which is very important for the 7/7 portal tonight. And yes, you are so welcome, sister. I love you so much, Luana. I love you all. I love everybody that is here as my soul family. God bless you. And the thing is, now tomorrow, like Father said, Saturday and Sunday now, he wants you to go back on your journal and he wants you to see what cards, have come through. What is there more for of you of that you need to be able to surrender and let go and let God have it? What emotions do you have to work through? Um, and if there's more of the white cards, how do you come closer to Father? Because he's saying that you need to connect with him more throughout the day, okay? Not just when you want something, but when you want that connection with him, you're going to contact him every time. Every decision you make, you say, Father, is this meant for me? And he's going to show you yay or nay, right? He's going to show you if it's meant for you. And so, like I said, tomorrow it's all going to be all different kind of reads, because there's loved ones that want to come through. There's other energetic check-ins that we're going to be doing. So tomorrow and Sunday, we will not be doing the sacred journey. He said we will resume um, day 22 on Monday, because like he says he wants that acknowledgement for people to have taken that time to understand and absorb everything that we talked about during the week. So he said from now on, for these last 10 days, it's very vital that we do Monday through Friday, you get your sacred transformation message, and Saturday, Sunday, you absorb that, you co-create with Father, you talk to him. Yes, absolutely, sweetheart. You were right by not talking to her, because the thing is now it's going to make her go in and think about, wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on? Why didn't she talk to me? And now she's going to be curious and it's going to come in. You'll see. You'll see. Trust and believe. I love all of you so very much. But yes, tomorrow we're going to have a little bit of fun. Okay, we're going to have that energetic spontaneous fun that I call it, the energetic combustion of fun. Let's see, sweetheart, let's see, we will find out. Okay, Father, is there any change in her perception of what's going on in this relationship? Okay, all right, so i'm sweetheart, I'm telling you, first of all, it is your destiny. Okay, just take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, slow and steady wins the race, because when you pull back your energy, it is going to make her go into introspection and reflect on the situation, to where she starts doing what she needs to do. Because look, Father ordained this. This is your destiny with your forever partner. The thing that is going on with the different perception right now and the confusion is that there is a hasty person that is making her feel um like she has to hide who she truly is. There's somebody that is trying to dull her light. Okay, so you have to make sure that it is your destiny to have this forever love. It's ordained by Father. Okay? It's ordained. But you just keep doing that. If you see her, no, just go about your business, because the thing is there's a hasty person who is trying to dim her light, who is trying to keep her in confusion, who is trying to stray to keep her away from you and not letting the light shine on it. So, Father, why is this person doing that? Why is this person doing that? Why is this person doing that, Father? Because they're just trying to create your heartbreak. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, energetically, they are trying to sabotage you. They are trying to block you. So this hasty person is just trying to energetically create heartbreak. Okay? And you're asking, should you expect some type of contact from her? She will have the willpower to battle through this and be able to come forward to speak through you. This is yes. Look, there's an opportunity that you are meant to do. Look, I'm telling you. This is massive. Keep praying about it. Keep positive and keep pulling your energy back, okay? And love unconditionally, but just know that the opportunity is coming, that she will be brave because Father's stepping in, right? Father's stepping into the true beliefs that this is your destiny to be with this love, okay? It's going to be tested on many levels by this hasty person who is energetically trying to create heartbreak on purpose, okay? Don't let that happen. And don't be vengeful against that person, right? Otherwise, it'll be you that's being left out in the cold if you take any type of reaction to this. So you just stand back, sweetheart, and just keep doing what you're doing. And you're going to see that shift, because that paradigm shift says, look, you deserve the fruits of your labor. So have gratitude the way the situation is playing out right now, having gratitude of the lessons that are being taught. And okay, the thing is how will you know who it is? Father says, sit back and connect with him. He will be able to show you the inner circle of somebody who has been betraying you both for the longest time. And they're just trying to create this heartbreak and everything. It's a person that you thought you could trust, and that thought that they could trust. But the thing is they have tried to manifest this heartbreak to keep you guys apart. Okay. So you will be shown in due time. The truth always prevails, Father says. The truth always prevails. Yeah, look. Truth always prevails. To the Four of Cups. Look. Somebody has put this love in contemplation to test you, to see the endurance of the strength, to see if you can overcome it. But it's your, oh, did you see that? It flipped right at me. But it's your destiny. It is going to work, okay? Because your beliefs and your tradition, you're going to move forward. And when it comes in with the communication about the partnership of somebody else who has this romantic feeling for the Empress, it's going to come through. And when it comes through, look, they're going to be left out on the cold. They're going to be left out having to do boundaries, because look, you're going to be persevering forward, knowing your purpose, being balanced and having your 10 of cups, baby, and enjoying it every step of the way and being like, yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, look, manifest. I'm telling you, nobody can stop what is meant for you. Nobody can stop what is meant for you, especially this love that is destined to be yours. Let's see if they will even consider giving us a time frame. Okay, Father, when can they expect, when can she expect some type of communication? When when is communication going to be ready to where there's actually a sit down conversation? Okay, so yeah, look, communication. The thing is you don't want to do it right now because there's a lot of anxiety that is going on and a lot of fear based that is going on. Yes, God's watch is different from ours. So even if he were to give some type of timeline, he's saying, you know, just have the strength because he will show you in due time. So the thing is you you will have to sit back and wait for that communication to come through because there's something that is causing her complete anxiety that she needs to be able to release that fear, release that illusion, release the people that are creating this fear within her, and she needs to become stronger. So, in order to do that, he just says, sit back, sit back. It's all in divine time. Yeah, again, there's the depression and anxiety. Yeah. And so she's going through a tower moment at this time with a lot of conflict and tension in her life. So look, this is the king of coins of, slow and steady wins the race. It's about being able to be efficient and down to earth on it and be very disciplined and controlled because look, the Hierophant says, listen, it's trust and believe in our Father that he will, everything will unravel in due time. Yes, we are protecting. Yes, absolutely. And God is protecting. Look, protecting, divine protection and nurturing. Yes, she does need support. She does need support. She does need support. And the thing is you can, what I'm hearing is you can reach out and just say, I was just checking on you to make sure that you're okay. Because that's coming from your very nurturing, loving, caring side. You can do that, but when it comes to any type of like topic, Father says no. But you can do it as coming in as saying, I was just making sure that you're okay, just worried about if you're okay or not, and leave it from there, right? Because that's an opportunity that God is coming in and saying, look, that's you on your purpose of showing that unconditional love and that care that you're communicating to make sure that she is okay. You're not communicating about anything about the romantic relationship. You're communicating about her well-being. If there's anything that she, needs to release or anything she wants to talk about, you're just being that strong person. Yeah, look at that great friend, that friend, and being that community support. Absolutely, yes, absolutely. But other than that, yeah, don't bring up anything else, because that's the conflict and tension. Yeah, it's about being able to hold the faith and hold your vision. Know that God has your back and know that he's giving you the willpower that you just check to see how are you doing, how is things holding up. I want to make sure that you're okay mentally, emotionally, and physically. And that's all I'm calling for. It's nothing to do with any part of the relationship. I just want to know about your well-being. Are you good? And leave it as that. And when you do that, you're going to see how that conversation, she's going to see that it's no longer the nagging of, hey, are we gonna we're going to fix this, we're going to reconcile or what. She's going to see that truthfully on a soul level, that care still resides. No matter how she's been treating you, that care still deeply resides in there. How are you mentally, emotionally, physically? Is there anything that I can do for you to, be there for you or to show that support? Yeah, see, show that support, that 10 of cups. Give her the opportunity to allow you to be in, allow you to come in, but like balance it all out. You know what I mean, sweetheart? Does that make sense? Absolutely. Yes, he did. And that, okay. All right. Well, that's what I'm here for because I'm praying for your connection. I'm praying for the strength. I'm praying for her protection as well. Okay. Even though that she may not be with us here, she's in your heart. So technically, she is with us in spirit. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Monday sounds good. Absolutely. Yeah, it's about having that passion. Hmm. I'm telling you, because then she'll see that there's like no hidden agenda. So that's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, so family, so I will see you tomorrow. Throughout the day, I'll be in and out throughout the day because tomorrow is Saturn day. All right, that is Capricorn, Cappy Dappy Doo day. So I'm sending lots of love, blessings, and prayers to all of you. Yes, thank you, sisters. Thank you. Love you, Luana. Love you, Uday. Love you, Misty. Love you all for being here and supporting and helping one another. And please pray for Sugar Love as well too. Please pray for her. She needs some prayers and some healing sent her way as well. Okay, so we pray for our soul family and make sure that everybody is protected and very well blessed, when it comes to the unconditional love. Yes, and I will be praying for all of you guys too, and praying for my soul family, saying prayers of that everything works out as you wish and desire. So it's just going to be confirmation of putting them prayers out there that Father knows that if it's meant for you, yes, you need them prayers. You need what's meant for you, and so that you keep trusting and believing and holding on to that faith and that great understanding. So, mwah, mwah. Love all of you. God bless you. Peace and good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Boom, boom. I hate to leave you, but I really must say. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. God bless you. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Peace be with you.